yeah, yeah. Wow.
God, you call me by my name. The love you give me, I just can't deny. Yeah. No longer blinded, I can see you. I'm on my way to meet you. We gotta talk, you know. All these trials and tribulations got me tired, I need rest. And I heard that I can come to you when weary of my flesh. You awaken me from death. God, I need you. No more walking by the flesh, that's when I leave you. God told me I'm someone, 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 know that I'm someone, no, I'm a child of God. I wanna go the godly way, close to your love again. I give my heart again, Jesus. I wanna go the godly way, close to your love again. I give my heart again, Jesus. I know you know me well. I feel invisible until you tell me you're right here. I cancel plans with you to meet with sin and break your heart. Sometimes I go to you for what you give, not who you are. I wonder if you'll leave for me. God, just tell me what you need from me. Is the Holy Spirit still in me? God, I'm asking you for clarity, even though you told me already. God told me I'm someone, 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 know that I'm someone, no, I'm a child of God.
Now listen, daughter, pay attention, pray and listen, hear your father. These lies they told are so familiar, they will haunt you, they will kill you, keep you hostage, King will heal you. Before him, adore him, he will give you everything. Come and take your wedding, going back to what I used to know. But please hold my hand as I go down this road. Can't keep going back to what I used to know. But please hold my hand as I go down this road. Can't keep going.
Okay, let's go. Let's see what we have today. I'm gonna turn down this music a little bit. think that's good. All right, so yesterday, let me do a quick recap of yesterday. We got a good trade yesterday. Wait a minute, where's my stuff, bro? We did get a trade from somewhere here, and we came out real quick, but as we see, the market just kept trading downwards and downwards. Look at that 2 level of the daily swing right there, the daily levels, which will be this down candle. See that swing low from that swing high, and then the swing low was taken out before we could form any other swing low. So we take that swing high and the swing low, put your fib, and could use those for targets, like the fast symmetrical standard deviation of this distance one, and here's the second one. Amazing. So where are they going to? So if we had the guts to hold up to down there, then man, that would be a nice RR, honestly speaking, because that would go something like what, like from up there to all the way down here, looking at 1:25. So probably that's something we can try in future, right? How we pay out, get some partials, then break even, and then let that baby keep running. Because as you can see, look at our entry price never came back up there. This right here is not typical. I mean, it does happen once in a while, but if that's what you're gonna be waiting for all the time, then yeah, you might be getting run out quick. But in this case, wow, look at that. That's a good overnight drop. Anyway, so what we do now is we forget everything about yesterday. That's what happened yesterday. Today is a new day. Group those and forget everything that happened yesterday. So boom, boom, and forget. So we're gonna start over a fresh top-down analysis. So I might keep these levels. Problem with that though is I'm gonna start expecting for price to reverse, and it doesn't have to. So it's good to know that level is right there. So what I'm gonna do is just have that marked out real good. I'm gonna let myself just put a D so I can know that that's from the daily level. And fib retracement for what, bro? So we're good. I think this one can stay like that. This is yesterday's, no, this is this week's new weekly opening gap. This could be the gap from yesterday, and we still have another one here. Open here, closed over there. So those could be points of support and resistance, and we do have this one. Are we likely to come back to this zone today? I don't think so. And today was NFP too. Maybe that's why there was this downpour like this. Could have been the opposite too. What time is this? So NFP was at what, 5:30 in the morning? Yeah, 5:30 is when we have those news right there, and then 8:25 a.m. we still have some more news. Let me make sure we are in GMT -7. Match automatically my time. Okay. Yeah, 5:30. So let's see what happened at 5:30. When you put it down to a 15-minute time frame, this will be today, 3 a.m. So there was nothing much that happened. The NFP news, that's not typical of NFP. Or maybe because we had all this happen already, maybe there was no need to be dramatic. 5, 6, 7, 8:30. What? NFP. Let me see. How about Bitcoin or gold. 530 is right here. Okay. Anyway, it is what it is. There's no more news right now, so we are goody. There's no news whatsoever. Let me see if we have those. So at 9 a.m. there's some news and some orange folder news right there at 9:45 a.m. But for now we are on the clear. Okay, so let's see if we can get a setup at 12, maybe a reversal or something, I don't know. But right now we can see that the weekly is bearish, monthly bearish, daily bearish, the 4-hour candle bearish, 1-hour candle bullish, the previous 1 hour, and right now we just resume to going down. So we are red. All right, so let's do this real quick. Denote that previous day low, which is just what we need for now for some reason. So what I'm gonna do is I'm seeing that we do have some sort of a gap right there. We gapped up a little bit, which would be, let me see on this side on a smaller time frame, which would be right there, just a small distance right there from where we closed. Wait a minute, where did we, yeah, we closed here and then open here. So let's denote that. So instead of having that previous day high, previous day low, we can just have this one because it's just around there. There we go. So we should see that mark from here to here. Wait a minute. There we go. No, that's too far though. But we still have it anyway. NDOG, I just called it like 2 days ago, but we can just have it as NDOG. You'll know that it's from the other day. So this is from yesterday. What about today? Like yesterday, this was from the day before yesterday. What about today? Where would that be at, man? This is the 4th. 3:30 a.m. 5. Where is it, man? What in the world is going on, man? Okay, I'll get you. I'm good. Okay, right, somewhere here. (1:45 to 3 p.m.) Now, does the market close up? That's because we're at 1:45. So we did close somewhere here, and then we open right there. That's the closing price, that's the opening price for that red candle. And let's take this to the front, and that can be our target for the day if we happen to go back, which is unlikely to happen. And I think that's fine right there. Yeah, I know this is the boring part, man. This is the boring part about this stuff. But what we're doing right now is just positioning ourselves to get the best trade, to be in a position to get a winning trade, right? 1:15, 1 p.m. There's a new day opening gap. I don't need to see that middle line for what? Okay, so those levels can be our day high, previous day low stuff, all that good stuff. So hopefully we could get there. Do we still need to see that previous day low? Maybe previous day low right there. Okay, so looking at this, looking at the daily over here, looking at the weekly, we are now going to what's that. So we did take all of this. Let me first see the monthly. Yep, we do have that low over there. Previous month low. What time is it? We have 15 minutes. Previous month low. That could be a target that we're probably going to now. Looking at the weekly is the same thing right there, so let's just update that to the previous. Or we just say both of them, doesn't hurt. There's nothing else to look at here. And the daily, that could be an old daily low right there, so we're just gonna leave it as it is right now. And then we have others here, so that distance is quite enough for a setup if we do get something. Shift 150 points, 157 points. Yep, if that's where we're heading to and get an entry, then that would be a nice spot to try go to. So let's just go down to the I don't think we need all this stuff. Previous month low is enough actually, so let it just be like that. Going down to the 4 hour, we do have some equal lows right there. Beautiful. You can see that we have some equal lows right there, so there's some sort of liquidity, and then we do have a lot more down here, but that's a perfect spot to just see if we can get down here, right? So we are really bearish, so they tried to go up, brought it down, went up, this one went up a little bit and then brought it down. So high probability is we might still be wanting to get down here. Now I like this, how we've taken that previous 1 hour high, so maybe today we can expect for price to come up. It doesn't have to come up here, but to a premium zone. If we get an entry, then we just enter and hold and see if we can get down here. Now I feel like holding today because of what I saw yesterday, and that right there is a drop, right? Yesterday's market price action is not today, not today's. Okay, so what's the plan now? What's the plan now? What I would like to see is maybe come up to this zone, half the upper half of this 1 hour candle, and then proceed downwards probably to this spot, right? So we're looking at maybe let me see, from a 1 hour scale we're looking at 1:2.47, right? Let's say the half point is just right there. We're looking for at least 1:2. So if we do go to a lower time frame, then we might be able to get a smaller time frame, and it seems like we have a lot to play with, right? That is if we're still predisposed to go down here. This was the becoming. What is predisposed? Is that even a word? Make someone liable or inclined to a specific attitude, action, or condition. I can't even remember how I used that predisposed word. So I do like this right here. This is a signature that I kind of like too. So, well, we do have a candle that was bearish, and the bulls came in and kind of shaved it off, and then the bears came in strong, right? And we can see the bulls came in again, and then the bears shaved it off, and then so this to me is an indication that hey, the bears have it. So I think we still have a downward momentum to go to the downside and get to that previous month low. At this point, let me see what US30 is doing. Actually, let's go back to a monthly level. I just want to see if they do have the same vibe. US30, that will be the Dow Jones. So it just took out that month low right there. It did its job. Previous, is our music done? Repeat. Previous month low right there. Just make sure it's the same day. That is the August 24th. Yep, August 24th. Let's see US 500. They did the same thing too. Now, could that be some sort of SMT? I don't think so. I think US 100 is going to catch up and do what these guys have done. I think it's going to catch up and take down that low as well. So let's go down to the 15 minute. I think we're done on this side now. We've done that daily stuff, so I'm gonna just leave it on the daily for now, and let's go to this other side. So I have this thing marked here, if you can see on the left side, that right there, that just links both charts. So whatever markings I have on this side, they do show on this side too, right? There we go. Did I just flip that flag? You ever seen a red flag? Red flags. Alright, so man, what? Ooh, look at this right here. I like this already, and it's 1150. See that fair value gap? And then let's go back to the 1 hour candle. Right, then I want to see price kind of come to the half. Now assuming that's the low and that's the high, I feel so cocky and I don't like this. I just don't like it. I need us to go to above this spot, this zone right here, to look for a short, assuming that that's the low, right? Because it's now 1152. So around here we're gonna be looking for a short. If we trade to this zone over here, we're gonna be looking for short. Now if price keeps going up, then this right here is a breaker, so I'll be looking for a bounce, that spot to be used as support, maybe to go back in, because they can do that for now and then later come in, finish that objective. So we're just gonna be watchful of that. Now those two ideas fail, then we're done for the day. So I'll be looking for a short to go down. If that fails, goes up, I'll be looking for a long. And if that fails for some reason, they just want to start playing around here, then we just take a loss, because we are risking what we are willing to lose. But I do like that right there. I just wouldn't like them to do it right now though. I want to see this happen when the new candle opens up. But do they want to do like they did yesterday, just come and close off? I mean, they didn't do that yesterday. What they did yesterday on that 1 minute, or was it a 5 minute, they didn't let this fair value gap form. When this candle opened, this one went and immediate rebalance, immediate balance, and then kept on going down, which is an indication of a strong momentum towards the side that action is happening. So for now, let's see how this goes. I'd like to see that open, honestly. So, but I still don't want to get stuck to that idea. So let's go down to the 5 minutes, see what's happening. We do have this down candle that we went up, so maybe it could be clear on a 10-minute time frame. Beautiful, right there. We do have a break on the 10-minute. I could call that an internal. Is that a word? Like an internal range break? What is going on this side? Breakout. This is just like a small account here that I'm trying to grow, see how far it will go. So I'm gonna just bring it on this other side. Make sure I'm ready. I'm only risking $50. It's not a big account. Okay, so we are ready on this side, ready to go. Okay. So look at that, guys. We do have a down candle here. Market went up, finished that fair value gap, completely closed it, and we also went above a swing high, and then we broke down. We've done the body is closing below that breaker, and then look what it's paired with over here. It's paired with a fair value gap. So for example, if I needed to rush out right now, that would be my entry over there. You know, I'll just put like a sell limit and then above that high, and then try see if we can trade down to this low for 1.76. Maybe I'll shave it up. I'll shave it a little bit, right? Because that's a fair value gap. All this is balance, all that's balance. So I don't see the need for us to trade above that high. So maybe I'll shave it off just to at least get 1:2. And if I want to be so aggressive, then I'll just put my stop loss above that fair value gap. But the best, I mean, for 3.87, see this high that was lastly taken. My mind, I'm like, we already took the high, so we don't need to take it again. So that would be my stop loss would at least go over there. So that would be a sell limit for me. But I would prefer to see some momentum to the downside first. So for example, I'd like us to come. I see some reaction, like a nice pattern, an entry pattern for me to form, and then we trade away from this spot, and that can reduce your RR. So instead of, you know, you're making 2:8, you wait a minute, instead of you making like 2.5 RR, or maybe assuming that we do get here, instead of you making 2:6 or 2:6, if your entry is now somewhere down here, you've shaved off your RR. But if you're thinking, hey, we just left that fair value gap and we might not come again, then you can just have your stop loss above that fair value gap and you can achieve the same result or even better, right? But we'll see if this is what's happening right now. So we have 3 minutes before this 1 hour candle closes, and I do like that. So I'd like us to trade here, and then now we start rolling away. So I'm just gonna do like 30 units over there. So that's what I mainly want to see. Now let's go down to the 5 minute. So now I know this is that sweet spot I want us to go into. That's the 15 minute fair value gap. So we might not need to go all the way to that 10 minute spot right there, but that would be ideal for me. So the 5 minute, what does the 5 minute look like? Oh, pretty much a half of this right there, half of this 1 hour candle here. So what I'm gonna do is I'll have this visibility, I'll have it on the hourly candle, this right here. So once we do trade to that half, that would be so nice. Now we know price could care less about getting up there, they can just open and go away. If that happens, then we simply don't have a trade. So let's go down to the one. Oh no, those, I need you to stay on the 1 hour. Why am I nervous? I don't like feeling this way. So 2 more minutes to the 1 hour candle closure. This is I want you to be like that, and then I want the other one to open, trade up here, and then we flow to the downside, right? So looking at the 1 minute, and then let's put our friends over here. Oh, look at that, beautiful. So if you just kept it simple, I just want to see 50 cross 200, right? And let me see, this is today. Ooh wee. So whoever came in here early did eat something, right? So 50 cross 200, then you just want to see a trend line form as 50 stays below 200. Once we break, that's your entry. That would have gotten you some good money. We see another one form here. 50 never went above 200. So if you did enter with this one, depending on where you put your stop loss, you were taken out. So okay, let's concentrate on what's going on right now. We only have a minute left. So we did have like a trend line right there, and we broke it to the downside. That would be your entry and your stop loss above the 200, or just make sure you cover those fair value gaps. So for now, I'd like us to go up to right here, and you can see we are forming like a beautiful entry right there. So if what we're gonna do is, if we do trade over here, we'll just wait for candle closure below 50, and that's our entry, and our stop loss will go just above 200 or just above that 10 minute fair value gap. We also have a 15 minute fair value gap, which can give us a better deal. But as you see, we do have another small fair value gap right there. So we have this one and this one. So I think that's the better place to put your stop loss. Now, so 12 p.m. is here. Let's see how this goes, man. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. So my hope is we stay within that trend line until we come here and then break down. If they do decide they want to keep going down, then bro, we don't have a trade, because I don't see why I should enter right now. Because if we broke down right now, my stop loss will be there and my target is down here. 1:2 is still money. I just feel like we could get a better deal though. I need this in block. So this is shoulda, coulda, woulda. We were not here to see that happen. Which was again this, oh come on guys, which was this candle over here, right? Oh wow, look at that. Oh Jesus, help us. So going down to the 15-minute, no, okay, we might be missing this one. So the high of this candle is somewhere there. Right there, that's that 1 hour candle high. If we go down to the 1 minute, look at that guys, we did trade above and then came down. We have that trend line right there, right? So I'm just kind of like looking at this setup. If we were trading this candle here, we did trade above. Okay, that might take a minute for it to go back, so let's just do this. I'm gonna break it down to here. No, it can't go back. That's okay. Oh, it did. Okay. So what do we want to do? So in this case, if I'm thinking that we're still going short, I would wait for this 1 hour candle to be taken out. And I know what we're doing is we have already seen, but we did take a trade like yesterday, so I'm just showing something I've done again. So if I'm thinking we're going short, I just wait for the next candle to open for us to go up and then go start flowing down. And if we can go to the 1 minute, right? So that's the high of that candle. And what time is it now? It's now 11 a.m. so the new candle has started. Now what I want us to do is start trading down, and we had formed like a trend line over here. Look at that guys, look at that beauty right there. And if you want to be a little bit complicated, we do have like a short right there, right? We did close below that short, right? And then this one came in and this one traded away from that down candle, which in this case would be a breaker, right? Down, up, immediately crossed it down. So that right there is your momentum entry. This candle running away. So if you are aggressive, the moment we just close below that 50, that's your entry. But if you're kind of waiting for a little bit more confirmation for some other whatever, so your aggressive stop will be just above your aggressive stop will be right above that down candle. That was the price went up and then we came close below. To be a little bit safe, I do like to have like at least a green candle, right? Like an up before you went down. That I feel like, because then again now we have that candle as a resistance level, and then we have the fair value gap, and then now we have a third PD array right there. So at least have three things to. So if this is crossed and price still closes above that fair value gap, then at least you don't have to take the whole loss. And then my target is 1:3 on such. So if we just close, let's just go forward, see what we would have done. So we're just about to hit that 1:3 now with a new candle, right? Seems like they want to keep going down and they don't want to retrace. I want to see such a thing happen. So that would be a nice trade if we were here at 11, right? But shoulda, coulda, woulda. We don't do that here, do we? No, we don't. Yeah. We did trade to that 50 and we're now running away. That should be easy for us to take, but nah, I don't know. We might just have to lose this one, guys. What is US 30 doing? US 100, US 500. They're below that previous month low.
Your fire is consuming. Fill this place and set it ablaze. I'll be a living sacrifice for you. You're the fire, the refiner. I wanna be consumed. I wanna be tried by fire. Lord, take whatever you desire.
Okay, why don't I have it on all minutes? That's okay. By fire. So as long as we don't trade below this low and still stay within here, then I'm still in play. Because they could just be waiting for 12:30 to do that stuff. Come up and then shoot down. If this is traded above, then we are likely to keep going up. So for the 15 minute, it's just like a series of down candles. That's why I chose to go with a 10 minute. Let's just look for this with a 10 minute. This music is so relaxing. I mean, it's just, to me, I like that music. Walk down the valley, pack a piece of heaven for the bottoms of her feet. Teach her how to jump and how to stretch. We are staying below that fair value gap, and when I'm back testing, right? So I just cause. One thing I learned from what is it called? Damn, Mark Douglas is for you to find the edge of your strategy, then one of the things to do is trade it mechanically, right? So if I want 50 to cross 200 and then I'm waiting for a retracement and then the break of that trend line that is formed from the retracement, then I have to do it no matter what, right? In this case, I can see that I want price to come up at least to the 50% to the premium discount of this 1 hour. So if I'm doing my strategy mechanically, then I don't care about that, because that right there is a swing low and a swing low. We did trade to 50. It is in between the 200 and whatever, so and we did form a trend line. So this right here will be my entry whatsoever, that right there, and my stop loss is above 200, so I just have to like stick to that, right? And then my targets to wherever they are. So what I notice is there's some trades that I enter and I do get these drawdowns, even though they won't take me out. I do get some huge drawdowns, and then price now finally comes and goes to my target. So in my thought process, I'm like, what's going on? Why do we need to come to some level in here? And then I'm like, that would be a nice place to enter. So what you do is just go and investigate like what's really going on, and you can go find some new knowledge out there or just apply the knowledge that you already have. So in my own opinion, I'm thinking this is one of the things. Kind of wait for price to come up to a premium spot, a premium zone. In this case, I'm measuring this previous 1 hour, and I'd like us to come to that level. And then now when we see that break, then I think we can get a better return, right? And we can save ourselves from these major drawdowns. Another thing, the problem with that is sometimes the price just needs to leave. For example, look at this right here. We entered, but if your stop loss was just above 200, that took you out depending on where you entered, where you put your stop loss. Let me see, 200 right there. That took you out, and then started trading back in. So then you kind of investigate why, how would I avoid to take this one, but then take this one. Take this one right here. And we already saw what happened. This one took out the previous 1 hour and then came back into the range. So that's a better place to enter. This one is still in the previous 1 hour, right? Actually just towards the end of the hour. So look at what's happening. Hey music, let's go again. All right, that's us trading towards that zone over there. I like that. Still within that range. My thinking is, okay, let me take this out. Why am I nervous today? I don't like that. I'm not as relaxed as I was yesterday. Moringa exchange, let's go, let's go. My bad. Okay, I think we are going towards that zone now. Looking at the 15-minute, I think we already hit. Wait a minute. No, I need you to stay on the 1 hour on this side. Let's come to this side. We are just in that I like this. We are in that 15-minute fair value gap, but I'm kind of favoring what we see on the 10-minute. So if we come within this zone, then we're gonna look for an entry. Let's see how that goes, man. Same thing with US, whatever this is, US 30. And US 500. Same thing. I mean, I'd have to look for like what time frame it looks good with them. But let's go to this guy. You got US 100. We're just about to enter that premium zone, which is above the high. I mean, I would draw this, but it's just too much now. Right, still shows us the same thing. We are in that zone now. That's what's up now. That's all we need, and then we know that we don't want the market to trade above that high. This box over here. We need the market to still stay below, right? For shorts. Okay, I think it's better for me to draw this. So that high to that low right there, and then let's go down to 5 minutes. Let's go down to the 1 minute, and I can see those levels right there. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh, come on. Okay, I know it's from this side to that, whatever. So let's start from top. Look at that reaction. I love it. That low to the high. That's the previous 1 hour candle range, right? Jesus.
You know you told me already. God told me I'm someone. Told me I'm someone. Told me I'm someone. Told me I'm. Told me I'm. Told me I'm someone. Told me I'm someone. Know that I'm
Yep,
someone.
that right there.
No, I'm a child of
I need that blue to be. Could you? I need blue to be above. That's all I want, man. Okay. Bruh, what is going on? Hmm? Bum bum bum. There we go. Okay, now what do we see here? We just in that premium zone, right? And we have a trend line here that looks just like this. So an aggressive entry would be once we close below that 50. That's an aggressive entry. A more aggressive entry will be right now when we just touch that $10 and my stop loss just right up there. So what we can do is just let's play. Why not? Let's enter right now. Just a small entry. So we are in already, and then I'm gonna take this back to 20 because we already did some entries right there. I still haven't entered on this other side, but that was beautiful, man. It's already a huge reaction right there. What's my stop loss though? So that was just a small entry right there. Wait a minute, $1,000 for 10 units? Oh my god, I thought that would be like 300 or something. So that's a really nice reaction already. We're looking at 1%, but our target is down here. So we can do another entry, another small entry once we close below 50, and we did. So what do? Let's do another entry right there. And then we can do like another entry once we close below that trend line. So now that would be like a so-called momentum entry. This is just hoping that we stay down. Now if not, then looks like we're gonna be losing 2.5%. I'm risking so much. I should have calculated, so I should have done like 555. So if I was to close right now, I'll be closing with $270 on this side, but it is what it is. So I think that's too much risk on this side. That's enough. I'm not gonna risk anymore. So on this side, if we do breakdown, then my stop loss is gonna be above the 200. So can we see that entry? Well, there's a breakout something. I don't know. Those entries are just based off what I saw, not running away from there. Our best stop loss area will be above this high, but for now we have them up. We have my stop loss is above that 10-minute. So those are fear of missing out entries. Just some small whatever, small entries, but not so small on this side. But this other side, I'm just risking like 20 bucks. What is that like? $16 and to $16, so that would be 32 bucks. So I still have like another $20 to add on this side, and that will be like full risk on for me on this other small account on this side. Okay, I don't really know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. I need you to stay on the downside. Best case, man, will be to enter when we break that trend line. So risking quite a bit here, man. What are we waiting for? 12:30. Damn, it's just me on the charts, man. So why am I streaming? When I'm trading by myself, this is the same thing I do. I like to talk over my ideas or whatever I'm doing. So whether I'm streaming or not, it's just the same thing in this room. I just talk through what I'm doing. So I was like, since you talk so much, how about you just stream live and go back to your streams and watch yourself. So seems like we'll be taking a loss here. That candle is too aggressive, man. And I'm losing so much on this side. I wasn't supposed to risk all that much. I thought it would be like 10 units. I thought they would give me like $500, you know, and just some like 0.5%. Seems I'm gonna have to start measuring now. My stop loss is just right there. Now we do have 3 PD arrays in this whatever, so that down candle still intact. That fair value gap right there still intact. What will be the third one? By the time my stop loss has been hit, there's no third one. So that down series of down candles. Maybe the third one will be this invert right here. Yep, I think that's it. So can we stay below that inverted whatever, inverted 10 minutes 10-minute fair value gap right there, because we are on the 10-minute fair value gap. Can we stay below there, like bodies to close to just stay below there? So if we do close above there, then the other PD array will be this fair value gap. Where is it? This right here. And then the last one will be just where my stop loss is. So I didn't even give myself time to so my third line of defense is where my stop loss is at. Otherwise the best place for stop loss will be just above the high, but then 2.9, no, let's just stay where 2.36. It was at 2.3. Just above that breakout. What are we looking at? 2.3%. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. So let's look at the 1 minute. What do we see? So these are those scenarios where I kind of where it's an advantage to wait for momentum entry down from where you wanted to enter using your ICT strategies, right? So if you enter with a fair value gap, if you can just wait for a strong momentum, which we did anyway, right? Because we touch and then we shot away. So even if I was to enter, then that would be my entry right there. My stop is up here. So anyway, however you want to do it. Okay, looking at the 10-minute candle, we are just, seems like we'll be closing up. Well, it's 3 more minutes. Look at that, beautiful. If we can stay below that 10 inverse right there, that would be nice. That would be really nice. So, okay. So bears came in and then the bulls just were like, you know what, screw you guys, we're still going up. So that's a strong bullish signature right there. But it I would have wanted if that was the opposite. But let's see how that goes. Bulls are really coming in strong. I mean, if there's such a thing, because that was a green candle at some point, to shaved off, open, and they're like, hey, we're gonna give you another shot. And then you see they tried, but these guys are still trying so hard to go up. And for such reasons, I usually like my stop loss to be just above, because I'll be more relaxed if my stop loss is way above here, because we're just right there, a few points away. $19 points, 19 units or whatever.
Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find an image with the rest. She'll be learning how to breathe, spinning through identity, reveal another pretty little scheme. Save her mind, hold her hand, and don't believe a lie, you understand me. Walk her down the valley, pack a piece of heaven for the bottoms of her feet. Teach her how to jump and how to stretch when she reach, like the angels do, and you gon' make it through now.
Okay.
Tell about the healer, greater is the one, call him as the leader. Teach her how to hold
So that 10-minute candle closed below that whatever. So very pretty arrays, acting as our defensive one. That inverse. I'm gonna push this away, because that's the kind of big boy that we're playing with right there, and this is kind of what we are dealing with right now. So it's now 12:30. Okay, my stop loss is just right there, bro. What are they gonna do now? So now we are playing above that 200. Okay, and we did form another fair value, a trend line right there. We have that stop and that swing low and this swing low. The stop loss is just right there. So what I'm thinking is look at that up candle right there. If we go to the left side, so we have that down candle, up candle, price came down, we shot up, we have those maybe it's gonna be more clear on the 2 minute. No, it's not. Oh yeah, I think I'm screwed on this one, man. About to take a huge loss right there, man. Yeah. I might have been a little bit cocky confident today. My stop loss is just right there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get smoked in 3, 2, 1. Huh? But we are within that upper portion though, so can we still see some momentum to the downside? I don't know. Yeah, I'm out. So it's all good. Maybe it's because of NFP. When we open, we just, kept on going down, and there's already so much downward movement. So how much did I lose on this side? $31. That's okay. And we lost quite a bit on this side. 2,700. Okay, so we'll keep that for journaling purposes. So this one I wanted to enter momentum, bouncing off of that, but if I really had to follow my rules, is I had to wait for that trend line break. Not saying that I still wouldn't have taken a loss even after the trend line break, but let's see how this goes, man. Let's see how this goes. So we're just about to trade above the high. So now this has failed, right? So am I comfortable going up, right? So let me take a picture here real quick for journaling purposes. This is a fair value gap. 10 minutes. Inside of that 10 minute whatever. So if I just put it right there, I'll know. Copy that link. I'll go to this other side. Now I'm willing to take another trade on the basis of, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, because now this is, let's just stick on that 10 minute whatever. Okay, we're now going up. Now I'm going to change gears here. I don't think we need that small thing anymore. I'll get rid of those ones too. So I'm gonna take this I'll take this moving forward and see if we can use this to bounce to go up. So here I'm gonna just do something real small, and then here I only risk $30, so we do have $20 to play around with. So if we lose that, then we are done. That's all we can do for the day. What is this? I don't know. Oh, that's the other day high. All day high, which I don't really include in my analysis because we already traded above it. It's also yesterday's open price, right about there. Now let's go back to the 10-minute. You wanna tell me there's still, so 50 is still below 200. You know what? I'm going to back off on any longs. We are in a bearish environment, man. Yes, I know we can still go up, but that's not supposed to be there. Based on what I'm seeing on the 1 minute,
Now listen, daughter. Pay attention, pray and
so the 10-minute,
his lies
we haven't closed above, so we are still
they will haunt you, they will kill you, keep you hostage. King will heal you before him. Adore
down, up, boom, short down.
everything.
What we do have here is like a break over here, man. Right? A little tiny one.
To what I used to know.
It's on the 5-minute, paired with a fair value gap as well. So we did bounce, closed above this 10-minute, and look at that reaction to the upside. So I'm gonna get rid of this because we already know that we're in the premium of that previous one now, which in this case seems to not be making any difference whatsoever. So that's the previous 1 hour high, and here's the previous 1 hour low. What is this price? What is it likely to do? Is it likely to take out that 1 hour high, or is it likely to go back down? I have no idea. In terms of the 10-minute, whatever, it looks bullish. We're likely to take that high, and then the only other spot I see something that 10-minute will be just right there. So we can see price come up to here. I feel like I've complicated this thing too much, so I'm gonna just pull this to the side a little bit. Still have those drawings there. I already took a picture of this, so I don't need the level over there. Oh, where is it? Okay. $12.40. Look at that 15-minute thing, man. We are just above. Okay, let me do this. I'm gonna have that 15-minute up candle over there and try to gauge what's going on. 15-minute bearish order block, or is it bullish order block? So if we do close below in the next 4 minutes after this 15-minute candle closes, then maybe there's some bearish stuff over there. What I'm afraid is I could enter, and then since we already have a huge drop to the downside, we can just start consolidating over here. But I still have a little bit more left to risk on this other side, so I'm gonna go for it. I'll still enter on this side, but just with a small. But you know what? What do you care, man? It's a demo account. Let's go. Actually, go in with 20. What the hell? If this was a live account, I wouldn't do that. So, but since it's demo, let's go, boy. Let's go. But am I not supposed to treat it like it's a real account? I guess. Now, if you look at this, let me see the 2-minute up candle before we took that down, paired with a fair value gap, and then we shot up. This right here is an entry, but then again, it's really hard for me to kind of adapt, which is something, you know, as I we continue on this journey, that I might start, you know, taking them too, because a setup is a setup. See, we do have an up candle right there. We took that liquidity and we short to the upside. You can see price coming down and just playing around that area, right? And you can see that it's paired with a fair value gap, but since there's another fair value gap here, price comes all the way down, right? And then we do have this inverted fair value gap over there as well. Price comes there and we leave. But since, you know, 50 is below 200, then there's no way I would have seen that. So even if it was, once we touched that little fair value gap to the downside and we shot up, that right there will be my momentum entry. Of course, my stop loss will be cover that fair value gap, even if we've already traded to it. My stop loss will be below that swing low. And what are we looking at right now? 2, that will be 1:3 real quick, but the conditions are like, no, we cannot enter, we are bearish. 50 is below 200, so you kind of miss out on that opportunity over there, because if that setup would lose, then I'll be bashing myself. Why would you take a trade when 50 is below 200? So for now, these are still my running wheels, like I'm on a bike, and think of this as those 2 wheels in the back that keep you from falling. The problem is they'll also keep you from doing some nice moves, because if you go too much on the left side, that wheel could make you fall down, right? I think so, I don't know. But that right there was beautiful. And then we do form another OTE right there that's respected, but my focus at this point is what we are forming a trend line, and I want that trend line to be broken. So it's all good, man. We're not gonna catch everything, right? Plus we are advancing slowly and slowly, so that I need to journal that and check out that thing right there. Well, here's another one, right? That up candle to the downside and went up, same thing, right? We have that fair value gap and another fair value gap right there, but what we see is we don't see price. Yes, we did see price trade above, so if you entered there and your stop loss over there, price went up and broke down on you. So maybe this one was a little bit clean, but that was when we just closed that 1 hour candle. So seems like we'll be taking this high over here. So I am interested in taking that long. So we do have, what do we have here? Let me see the 2 minute if it makes any sense. No, it doesn't. We've traded to this down candle and that fair value gap, and now we're leaving. I need to see a nice setup, something like this right here, which is the same thing which happened here. This one didn't work. Up, down, small fair value gap, and another one. Look at up, down. The difference is this one we do have an inverse, a fair value gap to the downside that was taken out. Here we don't. So yeah, that's tricky right there. But what I like about this though is if we are still coming down, is we do have this down candle here, a series of that down candles. We might also include this one, and then we do have a fair value gap which now is being inverted. So if we do close down here, then that's a setup I want to take while and my stop loss would just be above this high. If that candle closes below that trend line and below that, wait a minute, below these two candles here, 35, 33, that's something I want to mess with. 30, 29, let me see, if we do close below that, I'm taking that setup. My stop loss will be just above this high, and if we lose, that's okay. I'm within my risk parameters, man. 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm in. Let's see how this goes. Stop loss just above this high, and my target is still gonna be way down here. Let's see how that works for us, man. So the trend line will be just this low and that low and that low. The whole entry will be based on this down candle, this down series of two candles over here. We short up, took that liquidity and traded into some fair value gap up here, closed it completely. Then we short down, close below. That right there is my entry. And I do think that there's a possibility that we can also trade to that spot, but that's, and then look what we have here. We have a fair value gap. Again, also with a down candle here that saw price go up, we did take we did trade above a high over there paired with this fair value gap. I'd like to see that just remain open. So on the 5 minute, there is no fair value, nothing. There's no what do I say? There's no fair value gap, there's no gap, everything's balanced. So this could be a strong pillar to hold price to go up, or it could be like a runway, like whew. That could be just a slide to the downside on the 5 minute basis. 10 minutes, same thing. 15 minutes. Look at this, down, then went up, that is a balanced zone, so that could be a strong support to shoot price up, or if it breaks, then there's a high chance that we're going down. About the 1 minute, we do have like a small fair value gap over here. So can I get my loss back? I took a loss of 31 bucks. Can I get it back? How about here? We took a loss of 2,700. Can we get that back? Right? Can we get that back? Can we get that back? Okay, I need to. We entered on this candle over here, and our stop loss is just above the high, and we are looking to get 1:3.09. I'll just have it 1:3 right there. Just have it a little bit above. Just right there. And I think moving forward, I'm gonna just start strictly waiting for that entry. Oh, wait a minute. There's nothing wrong where we entered, because that could have been just like an early entry, but it was lacking a confirmation, right? Not that this cannot still fail, but I feel like I put myself in the best entry whatsoever. So get that entry, break over trend line, and then let's see what we can do. So how much I risk on this side? Only 20 bucks. Bruh, wait a minute, is that all I risked? Wait a minute, I only risked $10 on this side. Why? It's 20 bucks. I not risk $10. But he's saying 20. That sucks. So my entry is supposed to be $20 risk, but I'm looking at my risk, it's just $10. So pretty much if we do get to 1:3, I'm just gonna be making my loss back. Trading errors, man. Trying to take trades on two sides. So we are up 1400. If we close right now, then that will reduce our risk for the day. And what time is it? It's 12:50. 12:50. We should see some momentum to the downside. Let me see what these other guys are doing. US 30. What your guys do? Ooh, wish. Okay. Maybe I should go back to US 30, man. US 30 is still going down. See US 500 still going down. So this level right here, US 500, that level, and the US 30, that level that they're kissing right now, that they're touching right, oh boy, that they're trading to right now will be US 100 level down here. So I feel like they're most likely to get down there. Moving forward, I'm gonna have to wait for my setup to really form before I enter, because now being a full $50 risk right now, and probably I would have made 150 for the day. So right now I'm just looking to get back my loss. So that's 2,700 right now as we speak, which when we close, we're kind of getting our loss back. And our account is going back to 20k. Let's do this one. Is it liked? I mean, I could do an extra $20 entry over here, but I mean an extra $10 entry, but I don't know. Unless I break even, because then I'd be okay losing $10. Oh, you could do this. I didn't know we could do that. Okay, that's dope. Yeah, we could do it. Oh, nice. So we can just see both. So I could do like windows down. No, right here. Oh, wait a minute. Where is it? Windows up. No, I don't want to see the whole of it. I just want to see this one. $3,000 for the day. We just traded below that previous one now, so it just traded up. You know what, you just go to that side. So I wasn't anticipating for this 1 hour to kind of go up that high, honestly, but they went up. But clearly, what I was expecting for it to happen is kind of happening. Now we're likely to get down to this point. I don't know, I feel like waiting, but that could be a trap too, right? So now that we've traded below, so if I did a $20 entry, I feel like I would have gotten back my $30, but now we've just gotten back a half of what I lost on this side, and I think I'm okay with just closing there because it's now 12:56 and I have to rush out the house now in 20 minutes. I might be content. The other thing I can do is just break even and then leave it alone. Break even, leave it alone. So what I'm gonna do is just that thing will hurt me someday. So I want to make that money back, $27.94. So what I'm gonna do is since we're selling, let me buy 1,500. How much do we have now? The victory. Let me take a half of what's left. What is 15 plus 18? That will be 23. Well, this is not the best way to go about things, but I kind of feel like when I take a loss and then I'm able to make that loss and just close it over there, then you kind of give yourself a second chance the following day. The problem is that might mess your what? Because if you want to keep it to 1:3, then the 1:3 should make up for the losses that you take over time. But anyway, I think I'm just doing this because I did a mistake on those entries, right? I'm gonna buy some more. We're back to 20k, and I mean, yep, that's okay. I can leave those two. No way, I'm not leaving nothing there. Okay, I'm also gonna close this other side. $17.17. I'm gonna close that. So we do close the day. Instead of closing the day with a $30 loss, I'm closing the day with a $13 whatever. So that will be journaled. So I need to take a picture of that. That was a beautiful entry. Why lie? Like, it's just right there. This one was just me, fear of missing out or just getting too cocky. So I'm thinking if I entered how I wanted to, let me see if that would have worked. No, that would have taken me out because I was gonna enter here and then put my stop loss up here. That took me out and then just is not going my way. So moving forward, I'm strictly gonna stick to that simple entry of me. Not hard, not easy to spot, but if you do it a couple of times, then it becomes easy to spot. So I'll just close my day here. I left a runner to keep going, which most likely it will keep going down. High likely to keep going down, but I'm good. And I will close the day right there. So what I'm gonna do is we didn't use this 10 so much. 5 minutes. Look at that, guys. Look at that right there. So it was a down candle. We went up, broke down, 5 minute fair value gap right there, paired with that 5 minute order block. Same thing that we've done a couple of times. So we've seen up and over and over. That right there could be our bread and butter. Man, my baby's crying so much these days. Toddler things, toddler things. You can't put her down. She wants to be in your arms all the time. It's all good. Alright guys, I'm gonna close the stream right here. We did get a win, right? I think we've gotten back the loss that we took here. I kind of risked too much anyway. I wasn't supposed to take that full risk like that, but it's all good. So that mistake got punished, right? Could have been up $3,000 for the day, but on this demo account, but because of the mistake we just ended up making what we lost back. I'm curious, is that adding up to 2794? 1577 plus 821 plus 179 plus 314 plus 156. So we get 3047. So we made the money back. So 3047 minus 2794, 253. And if we close right now, we have $200 running, 450 for the day. But it's all good. Thank you so much for joining. High probability this thing will trade down to down here, but I got to leave the house now. Today is work day. Thank you so much. If you've watched this, again, too much value man been giving out here, like nuts. Anyway, thank you Jesus for that nice session, teaching us discipline and patience. Amen. I pray. Amen. Trader Moeda, and I'm out. See you tomorrow. No, actually see you Monday, or maybe tomorrow for like or maybe tomorrow for no, I'm not available no more. See you until Monday. See you guys. I'm out. Trader Moeda. See you. Cheers.
All this time you've been waiting your turn. They can never take what's yours. It's already written, baby girl, don't trip. Be already